So this is 2019 to 2020. So I'm 36 or 37 years old. Went to Romania for the first time, and it was very, very beautiful. The only thing was that plane ride there, like 14 hours, and I'm claustrophobic, and being inside of a plane on a seat for 14 hours is ridiculous. Luckily, we flew Turkish Airlines. We flew out of Houston into Turkey, and then from Turkey we went to Bucharest, and that's when Alina parents and them came pick us up. But like Turkish Airlines cool because like it's like flying first class in a way because you get like free everything like movies, um, TV shows, alcohol, drinks, food, whatever you want. So just uh, ask the people on the plane and they'll just get it for you. You know, full course like meals like twice a day. Well, you know, for twice on your long ass flight out there for like 14 hours. You know, yeah, no complaints with Turkish Airlines. Alina may not like this, but Air France is better. But anyway, yeah, we flew out there, made it to Bucharest. Parents came pick us up. I mean, like the people there are beautiful, friendly, scenery, like from mountains to the beaches to the just the flat landscape to like the crops on the grass fields, whatever. Everything is just beautiful there. Food was amazing. It reminded me of a lot of Creole, like Cajun food, or whatever. Like something spicy, you know. I had fun hanging out with Alina's parents. I want to say this when I bought her mother Atlanta um, a flower from the mall, like a plant type thing and whatnot. Uh, yeah, but the only thing that really sucked was that I had like a really like bad cough, and I was only staying there for a week. Alina, her sister, and say Tony came with us. They stayed for 2 weeks, but I just wanted to get my little foot wet. You know, I didn't want to stay 2 weeks inside of a country I probably wouldn't have liked. You know, but I wish I would stay 2 weeks at first. But yeah, really bad cough, and luckily, COVID didn't hit yet because it's still like 2019. Because everybody would thought I had COVID and ran away from me like the Black Plague. Um, yeah. So I stayed in the house a lot, Alina's parents' house. Um, Very beautiful home, like 3 story, very neat. Don't know where Alina got this scattering everything around from, you know. But yeah, my mother keeps everything like neat, just like I like a minimalist, like keep everything in order. She says she has OCD, but I don't see that as a problem at all. Um, so the few times we went out, it was a cool adventure. We visited the mountains and we visited the mud volcano, which I think, if I remember correctly, is on like two in the world, and Romania has one. Um, yeah, I just wish I wasn't sick. I had a lot more to talk about on this adventure. It was just a lot of staying awake and trying to go to sleep. The weather was pretty cool. Hot during the day, not really hot, but kind of warm. Wasn't like Louisiana hot, and then it was like cool at night, like about the 70s, and 60s, and whatnot. Um, Came back, drove home. Started having talks about God with Mister Captain on his front porch. It was really cool. Like coming from Mike Betts, like knowing somebody know their stuff, you know, and quizzing them and asking them questions. Mr. Captain knows his Bible, like from the front to the back. I mean, like there's like temples, like he knows like the measurements of these temples is crazy of his knowledge. So the questions that I had that made me turn against Christianity, um, he was answering a lot of them when everyone else was just saying, just have faith in God. Which is what I'm saying. You know, you can't. Really, nobody really takes the time to read the Bible. Like, I know it's our religion, you know, but like, I don't know. I guess like you're fed what a preacher tells you every single Sunday, which is cool because it helps you on the path if you don't know. Because not everybody can just pick up a Bible and be like, I'm gonna find God here. You know, sometimes it take a preacher to break down the word. So yeah, so to make it come back closer, I was still like on the resistance of God's. Still felt in my spirit, and Derek pointed something out to me. He was like, "Man, you know why you were still blessed, like without having to, why you said you wasn't believing in God? Because you have a praying mother, which is true. Like, Jesus, my mother's like, she's strong on education and she's strong on the Bible. So, yeah, every time I visit my parents, yeah, my mother always had like a prayer for me. Like, my mom would go like to the church and like burn candles and say prayers. Like, thank you, mom. Love my dad too. Got to experience the Baptist church with my father, and my mother was Catholic. Amazing parents. Dad's still one of my favorite humans on this earth. No, this does get any realer than that guy. But yeah, I kind of off subject, whatever. But yeah, if you have any questions about the Bible or anything you want to know, go talk to Mr. Captain. He happily will share his knowledge, not even like in an arrogant way, just to spread the word. Um, that a lot of people. Um, I mean, I didn't tell them. Like, I didn't believe because I noticed a lot of the times, like when I stopped believing, let's say like 2011 ish, after I read the Bible and had all these questions, whatever like that. A lot of people will shun you. It's weird. Like you don't believe in God. I can't be your friend. It's like, man. It's like, why don't you try to take me in? It's not your job, you know, but you still could be like sprinkling like a little bit of seeds every now and then about God. Whatever. Whole nother subject. I just want to tell y'all how smart. Like I remember Mr. Captain, he was like, there's some scriptures that he had to learn Greek in order to read them, which is amazing. I love anybody who has a passion about anything, and yeah, his passion is in the word. Um, Linda helped me put all my paintings on the wall. Um, Finally was able to find two statues, and I had two statues to the left and right of my fireplace, and I had like paintings, like three on this wall, one big one on this wall, and like one on this wall, and then I had like another inside the bathroom. But they was all like sitting on the floor. I procrastinated a lot, but Linda came down and we listened to Mac Miller album, Circles. We just put it on and just went to town, measuring every single thing that they was perfectly evenly proportioned, evenly separated, spaced in between each painting. That was a very fun time. But that was like the last of it because like I went to Baton Rouge to celebrate Linda's birthday. It wasn't. I bought. We wasn't dating at this time. We just friends. We totally gave away the whole. You and I are gonna be together, you know, because we'll break up so many times, get into so many little arguments. We just work better as a unit, as friends, you know. And I was like, cool, you know. We don't have to worry about any of this stuff, you know. Because a lot of times there's people that I, I grew close to, even if we wasn't doing anything, like like sleeping around and not like that. I didn't care. I just like helping people. But sometimes like that became like a burden because like I would want to help out someone and then she would automatically get into like jealousy mode and like oh you can't talk to her blah blah blah. But whatever. So um, friends have just worked out a whole lot better because I'm still able to help out people and I'm still able to keep her as a friend, you know. And I bought Linda this painting called the Paris Street. rainy day painting for a birthday. Rainy day in Paris maybe is a cooler word, whatever. It's beautiful because remember she told me she went to Chicago and she had this little postcard about this big and she really loved that painting that she got from the museum or whatnot. And so I was like, I'm gonna buy her like a because it was about I think it had to been about like 6 foot or 5 foot, about 4 foot, huge. And she really loved it, whatnot, you know. And the next morning, so this is I went out there. I gave it to her February 12th on her birthday, and then I was staying till Valentine. And so February 13th, we went to eat to this like Asian restaurant, whatnot, whatever. Um, and then the next morning, like I woke up and yeah, I sleep very heavy, and I woke up in an apartment and she was at work because I would just stay at the apartment until she get off of work. Every single time I go visit since like 2009, whatever. And 2010, 2011, she got the apartment not. And so I woke up and I looked to my right and there was this guy standing there, kind of like a heavy set, probably like 6 foot, about like 270. I don't know, kind of heavier set, chubby guy, you know. And he was just staring at me, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this maintenance man is like very aggressive, you know. I had no clue, you know. Because like sometimes when I would be there, they would, like if an AC would go out, the apartment would send like the maintenance man to whatever to come fix it, you know. Like they have a certain time, they have the key, whatnot, you know. And so I just thought it was a maintenance man, so I didn't think anything about it, you know. And so he left. I was like, okay. So I went to the living room and was doing my stock trading. I was trading SPCE Space. It was about Virgin. It's totally useless information, but I have to say this for some reason. Virgin Galactic. He was starting the company was starting a space travel for like space tours and whatnot, and so it went up to like from like $19 to like 40 some dollars, and I was just riding that wave. So like I had quite a bit of money inside of it, whatnot, and so I'm sitting there just watching like this money go up, the stock price go up or whatnot. You know, the guy comes back, and I'm like, okay, the maintenance guy back. Maybe he needed to go get like a new filter or something for the air conditioner or whatnot. And I just remained relaxed, laying there with my shirt off, basketball shorts, doing my little day trading, whatever. And the dude walked up next to me, had a gun, and he tapped his showed the gun, whatever, like the imprint. He was like, "I'm a street nigga." I don't even know the use of that word is. I stay strapped, and I was like, "Okay." So what are we talking about? I don't know exactly. I want to joke because I was a Wall Street nigga, but you know, it probably wouldn't know too well. But anyway, he said Linda belonged to her, and I was like, okay, you know, because we just friends at this time. I really don't care who Linda belongs to, you know. And he kept talking. He sat back on her couch, put his foot on the like the what do you call those things? Coffee tables. Had his canes on, and I saw a call Linda. I was like, "Who's this guy?" You know, I had on speakerphone, and his name was G Man. What a stupid. And she was like, "G Man, leave Jared alone." Blah 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 blah. You know, and I'm like, okay. Oh, G Man with the gun. He says, "No, I'm about to sit here and watch my TV and eat my canes." So I'm just sitting there like it's weird because I was like slightly nervous because the dude had a gun. You know, I could have taken him if he didn't have a gun, but like you had a gun, you'll never know somebody's capable of with a gun. Then I was slightly excited because like the stocks was going up. So I had like all these little like emotions going on, but I was like, you know, whatever. I really can't change the situation, and so I was like, man, I need to go get like a T-shirt. You know, if he's about to sit here and chill, man, I'm about to sit with this guy in just basketball shorts. So I stood up, And when I walked to the back to go get like a shirt, whatnot, he left. I don't know if he thought I was going to get a gun or whatnot. No clue. But yeah, that was like the last straw. Because this is the fact that he had access to her house. Um, Maybe petty, but I really don't think it's petty at all. You know, that she allowed that situation to happen. So I just never talked to her again. You know, because she put me in the harm's way, and yeah, that was the last time I seen Linda. It's like February Valentine of 2020, and COVID haven't hit yet. I still got like a month. It's brewing up. Um, on the ride back, one of Derek's friends, Dominic Landry, we became cool, you know. He wants to learn about stocks. He's a rich cat, you know. Lamborghini, big house, has his own Dom's paint body shop on Hub 14. He got it going on, you know. And it's all like cool. He's like, you want to get into stocks, whatever like that. I'll go talk to you. So on the ride back, I was still trading stocks, still listening to Mac Miller, and I went straight to Dom's body shop. Didn't tell him anything about what just happened, like about 2 hours ago. So we just talked stocks, and we became like real cool. The pandemic hit, and the Bears are shutting down. Oh my God, you understand? Like I was like rejoicing, like I was happy. Like I could be off of work and not have to use my PTO or not have to risk being fired. Y'all shutting the whole thing down. Cool, you know. And so during that time, Denise and I reconnected, um, and it was like heaven. Like we would our days consist of like total laziness. You know, it's so beautiful. Like we would eat food, we would day drink with like some wine, and we would take naps, like straight kid stuff, you know. But was and she's so smart, man. She's I want to say she was getting a doctorate, or she got a doctorate. She was over the labs at like I want to say like three different hospitals or whatnot. And yeah, it was just I mean she still had to go to work because she was still inside like the medical field or whatnot. Over the X-ray stuff like that, and yeah, we'll spend as much time as we can. And but only problem like it was just her and I, you know. But the only problem was that May, I almost cried when I got that call from Miss Susan. It wasn't her fault. She was like, the casino's reopening, and we have a few people that we picked to come back, and you're one of the ones. Let's say it was like out of all the dealers, like 200, 300 dealers, or 200 dealers, or 100, however many dealers we have. I was like one of 60, and I'm like, fuck. Like, dude, can I swap with somebody, you know? Can I get like an extra month off? Like, come on, man. Because it was like, not only had to go back to work, he was working, like, the first week was working about like 10 hours, 10 to 11 hours a day. Then we had to wear those masks, and those masks, man, like, I'm claustrophobic, and it make me feel like breathe like real heavy, you know? So I not only had to deal, I had to be inside of super uncomfortable situations with those, with the mask or not. And then just so happened, freaking Alina, she's one of the 60 people, whatever, that got called back. And my crazy heart goes out to freaking Alina again and just snatched back like the first sight, you know. I actually called her like to see if she was getting picked, and she said she didn't know she got picked. She got picked like the next day or something like that. But I already knew, man. And so I really want to be a Denise, because like she was like not as crazy as Alina, because Alina's freaking nuts in a good way. Not really, but I just want to say it to be nice. But like so I had to tell Denise, I was like, I can't cheat on you. I'm not gonna go behind your back and lie to you, blah blah blah. You know, just being 100% honest with her. And I was like, I'm going back to Alina, and that made me cry. Like, because I know it hurt Denise or whatnot. But yeah, so uh, end up talking to Denise. I mean, leaving Denise and giving all the stuff back that she had left at the house, and it was Alina and I, and uh, yeah, this is weird. It's a weird time, man, because like Denise was everything I wanted, you know, but like she just wasn't crazy, and for some weird reason, I like crazy, like I love Megan because she was crazy. I don't even know why. Like I guess because I'm so calm, I need some type of the opposite in my life from the other side of the spectrum. And Alina for sure fit that because did I even mention that in 2018 when she kidnapped me? Yeah, I'm not even gonna mention it. Why mention it? Yeah, I got kidnapped by Alina. She would never admit to this. Yeah, she had me on 210, man, passing up red lights, going like 70, 80 miles per hour. Me in the passenger seat, I couldn't get out. But yeah, that's the past. Um, so yeah, so Alina and I said like during that time we said we wasn't dating again. We wasn't gonna be engaged. All we're gonna do is we're going straight to the marriage stage, and yeah, skipping all the steps, all the in between steps. Cause I knew like if I started dating her again, I'm end up not liking something about it, and I'm breaking up with it, and I'm end up getting back with it. I was like, man, okay, let me just marry this crazy girl. So yeah, we picked this. Let's say if it's like June or July, we picked August 31st. And if you remember from like my 2001 and 2002, 2001, 2002, no, 2002 to 2003, and August 31st of 2002, hang on that. August 31st of 2002, we went to the McNeese versus Grambling game, which is one of my favorite days of my life. But I didn't pick it for that so I can remember what day it was on. It's because like everything lines up with like 831 because like I was born in 80, she was born in 81, I was born in 83. So, and it's 8183, so 8 isn't common, so you cancel those out. We'll keep them with the 8, and then there's a 3 and a 1. Her birthday is the 1st. My birthday is the 30th, and if you add that together, is the 31st. Yeah, it was just a lot of um, coincidences with us in 831, and yeah, that's the date that we set to get married. It's gonna be on the next one because that took place in August 31st, and that was the end of my summer.